YouTube, we're here with this 98 ODY, and the update so far is everything is completely buttoned up. So as you saw in the last video, I didn't pour coolant in, and I tried to pour coolant in this morning, and as soon as I poured it in, it peed it right out the back. As soon as started filling up the system, turned out that the little tube, the coolant pipe back here, I'll show you over on this other engine so you got an idea. But this is the back of the same engine right here, right? And this pipe runs right in here into the water pump inlet right over there. Right there, right? Well, that rubber, the rubber O-ring that was in there, and I had swapped it because the one that was already in there was already bad enough. So I swapped it for, I don't know, one of these two engines I already had. One of the rings that were on there. Well, turned out it must have cracked or something. I put a little oil in it to slide it in there, so it slid in smooth, but it was peeing all over the place. So that made a big mess. I had to take out the axle, pop out the take off the exhaust or the half shaft, and I'm sure if you've been up in the backside of the firewall, these from up under, they're a pain in the butt to get to. So I did all that. I put a new ring in it, or a much better one. It was still a used one, but much better one. It holds coolant everywhere now. I did a leak down test. The leak down test came back great. I didn't see any bubbles coming in here, no intake or exhaust noises coming out of it, nothing coming out the the oil stick. I did a couple of heat cycles on here. There's a couple issues I still have with this right now. One of them is there's a buddy of mine in town. I rebuilt an Odyssey identical to this one, and when I did that, his coolant fan sensor to switch your fan on was shot, so I gutted it out of this thing, and I forgot about that. So it got up to about 205, just sitting here idling, and I realized this fan wasn't coming on, so I said, okay, that makes sense. I gotta swap that out. So once I get that, we'll be good. Another thing is, I don't know if I said in the last video, this tranny is a mystery tranny. I got it, I don't even know its name, if it's Caitlyn Jenner or what, but this one's acting up, and I got a pretty good idea why. But I picked it up with this engine, and the guy that I bought this engine and tranny from, he had it was an Accord with a rotted out subframe on there. So, and it looked like the guy took care of his stuff pretty good. And so he said, no, the tranny should be good. I don't know, it's $200 I got the engine and a tranny for. So the one that was in here was junk. Well, let me explain something about this. This tranny right here on the bench is the original tranny to this van. That tranny started shifting. These trannies are notorious for going out. These auto trannies, they call them the glass trannies. They're in the 98, 2002 Accords. I don't know, for some reason in the late 90s, early 2000s, Honda couldn't figure out how to make an automatic transmission anymore. But the one I had in here was actually pretty good still. It would shift hard before it warmed up, and then once it warmed up, it went through the gears beautifully. So instead of messing with it, I took it out. I went and bought this rebuild kit here with all the new plates. Now, I've never done a rebuild on an automatic transmission, to be honest with you. So that's hence the reason that's been sitting here now for December 2013. So shit, 4 years now. That tranny's been sitting in there just like that, with that kit right here like this. Matter of fact, has it got a date when they shipped it to me? Anyways, my plans were originally to rebuild that and toss it back in. In the meanwhile, I had bought, I'm sure everybody's heard of these JDM importers, right? I bought this one from JDM Tiger, whatever, up in Toronto, Canada. It was $550 to the door. Dumbest $550 I ever spent. First of all, I should have realized that, hey, if I was buying anything from Canada with a debit card, not even PayPal even, that wasn't going to have any legal recourse. So, yeah, sure enough, I swapped. It was funny, too, because like I said, that one was working great. As long as the car was warmed up, that was shifting fine. I put that piece of shit in, and it ran like doo-doo. It was slipping all the way through second, and it started slipping in third. And get this, I swapped it and had to drive from Upper Michigan down to North Carolina for the holidays. That was December 2013, right? So I was like, send it. We drove it. And I put 50,000 miles on it. I just took that tranny out. Now. So that just gives you, I rode that tranny like that, having to manually shift from first to second real slow. Because I would accelerate real hard out of first, and as soon as second hit, I'd have to let off the acceleration. So I was manual shifting all this van for a while when I was dailying it. Then I let it sit for about the last 8-10 months now. But anyways, this tranny is a mystery tranny, and it's not doing anything right now. I just got the car down on the floor, got the tires bolted on. It went into reverse, started backing up, and I was like, well, let me just check drive, right? So as soon as I put in drive, nothing. Drive 3, second, first, nothing. Then I realized, oh shit, I should probably put some fluid in there. So, when you had it sitting in the garage here, I forgot it dumped all over the place. Yeah, oh, let me see. Yeah, lo and behold, right there, nothing on there. Hopefully I didn't burn out the clutches running it dry. It's probably just because there's not enough in the torque converter to create enough fluid friction or whatever to get the torque converter to turn the tranny. But otherwise, other than the tranny, other than the fan switch, everything else is good. I am getting the hunting idle. The idle's doing this mess, and I thought, okay, maybe it's a vacuum leak. I gotta hook this hose up right here to whatever this little evap thingamajiggy is here. I don't even know what the hell it is, to be honest with you. I know I can clean out the IACV idle air control valve behind the intake manifold here. I can pull that out here and try that. Vacuum leaks. I didn't do a vacuum test. Maybe that'll give me a good excuse to use this thing. I haven't used it yet. I bought it about a month ago. Bam. Maybe we'll do a little vacuum test on it with that. But yeah. But yeah, she starts up, runs great, and still sitting nice and low. I got quite a few things to get done on this, but here you go, guys. If you got any comments or questions down below, that head I'm waiting on still hasn't got here. I think I got screwed out of UPS. It's not even here. So we might be sticking with F23 in here after all, even without I did a shitty paint job on this. Look at that. That's what I get for not using primer, and it's that wrinkle red. I mean, it looks good from far, but far from good. Kind of like a fat, ugly girl, right? But I use some of that. And yeah, she's gonna need a cleaning. Clean this engine bay up. Oh, here's the last update for this. I did source out, I don't know if I said this yet, I did source out some shifter cables. The clutch pedal, the master slave, I got all that coming. I was going to ask some of my viewers to see if they had anything sitting around, but I got, maybe 15, 20 people subscribe to this channel so far, but that'll grow. It'll grow. I'll keep you guys busy. I'll keep you guys occupied with some stuff to look into, but one of them other, oh, shoot, it's not even over there. Where the heck is that? I know I got one here. I'm missing a tranny. How did that happen? Got another auto there. Oh, okay. It's like I know I got an automatic. Yeah, see, I got an old clutch right there. And I got the manual there. I don't even know which manual that is. And they cut the shifter cables on it. You dummy. But yeah, I got the shifter cables coming, the clutch, even the brake pedal from a manual, so that way I don't have to chop mine up. And this one will be going manual soon. And then once I do that, I can do the OBD1 conversion on it. Maybe actually wash this POS, clean it out real good. Because like I said, guys, it's been sitting for like 10 months. So trying to think if there's anything else I need to let you guys in on. Yeah, so manual, cam. We'll do NA for a while. We'll swap everything out for a boosted project after that. All right, guys, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.